So what's the best bang for your buck F150 exhaust system out there? Well, you've come to the right channel. Stay tuned.
I see a sky with a rainy car, but I'm not running. I see it train moving all too fast, but I'm not leaving.
Hey guys, Professor Mike here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of exhaust systems out there if you haven't noticed. They're very expensive sometimes. So today's video it's the best bang for your buck exhaust systems. Now exhaust systems can be very expensive sometimes, $2,000, $3,000, depending on if you get a whole system from the headers to the X pipe, all the way to the axles, from the cats all the way back. If you do a full exhaust system, you're gonna pay a high premium for that exhaust. What is the best bang for your buck F150 exhaust system for the 5.0? Well, to be honest, it all depends on your preference, right? I mean, what is an exhaust system? Is it just a cat back or an axle back, or maybe a muffler delete, or maybe it's a full system all the way from the headers to the X pipe to the mid pipes to the axles all the way back? Now let me jump into a couple of things. Now what are we looking for? Are we looking for performance? Are we looking for sound? What is it really that we're looking for? Let's go with number one. If we're just looking for sound, the best one that I can come up with is going to be a muffler delete, basically cutting the muffler off and welding it with a pipe. Now, you can go to the local exhaust shop, get it done for about $50, $35 to $50. They actually go ahead and cut your muffler off and they weld a pipe into that. And I actually made a video a couple of videos ago on what that sounds like. $35 to $50. Now, it's not technically an exhaust system, but if you are just looking for sound and you do have that 5.0 engine, the muffler delete is not a bad option. I've actually considered doing this, but I'll have you take a listen to what that sounds like real quick. Alright, but let's say you don't want to do muffler delete. Let's say you want something that, an actual system, because the muffler doesn't have that same tone as an actual system. It also drones on the highway or at cruising speeds because there is no bushings, there's no baffling inside the system because there is no system. The muffler is gone, you've just welded a pipe there. The second option would be, I prefer the MBRP exhaust. Number one, because it's not too loud, not like Borla or Roush or Corsa. It's not too quiet like some kind of glass pack resonators or MagnaFlow mufflers, but it does sound exactly like Roush but at a lower tone, and it's only $549. It's actually a cat back system, so it's not a full exhaust system. It goes from the cats all the way back to the tips. And I'll actually give you a sound clip of what that sounds like. Another system that you can go with is the MagnaFlow Street Series exhaust system. Probably running about $600 on Amazon. You can go actually and check that out. It's a little more than the MBRP exhaust, but it does sound good. Now the one thing about the exhaust systems is you're gonna get better flow than just cutting the muffler off. The reason why people do exhaust systems are mainly for two reasons: performance and sound. But the number one reason is for sound, which is why a lot of people go with some kind of muffler delete. But let me warn you, if you have a V6 3.5 or 2.7 liter, I highly recommend you do not go with a muffler delete, because you can only get away with muffler deletes if you have a V8. Once you cut the muffler off on a V6, there's no tone to it, so it starts to sound really raspy and really buzzy. I also highly recommend, if you are going with muffler delete and you have a V8, to keep the resonators on and keep the cats on. I made a video a little while ago on muffler delete versus muffler and resonator delete versus muffler, resonator, and cat delete. And let me tell you, the muffler is loud enough. Once you take the resonators off, It frees up more flow, and it gets very loud, and then once you take the cats off, it's even more raspier, even more loud, and it just sounds crazy. It literally sounds like a race car. Basically, well actually, without catalytic converters, you actually fail your emission tests in your state, so it's illegal to drive without cats anyways, but that's a whole nother topic. If you are going to go with an exhaust system, I recommend you go with just the Muffler Elite if you're running the 5.0 F150. If you're running a V6, you can either go with MagnaFlow or MBRP. I'll leave a link in the description of those two. They're not too expensive. It's a full-on catback system, so it's not just an axleback system. You keep your stock headers and your stock cats, and the exhaust system will start from the cats all the way back. It's a way to not break the bank when you're looking for an exhaust system. It's also a cool way to get a little extra sound in your F-150. If you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 8 p.m. And if you're wondering what I've done to this truck specifically, I have a link in the description of every mod I've done to the truck so far. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.